So a linear polynomial means degree 1, 1 0. Quadratic means 2 degree, 2 zeros. Cubic, 3, 3 zeros. And do check the new timetable in the group. I will be taking physics also for you guys. I will take physics also. So physics class will be on. You can check the timetable in the group. Physics will be 12:30 to 2 on Sunday. So surprise for you, test is tomorrow. So Thursday, alternate Thursday, exam will be there. Okay, please make a note of this. Tomorrow exam is there. Thank you. Understood what is the change? Thursday exam, alternate Thursday, and Sunday, all Sundays, 12:30 to 2, you will have physics. Which chapter you guys want to study? Light? Make a note of the same thing is mentioned in the group also. The moment you click on the group icon, the timetable is the DP. And anytime if you have any queries regarding class time, I told yesterday also, you can ping in the group and ask if any confusion is there. Okay, so let's start the class. So any doubts from the last session? Any student? Zeros, proving irrational? No doubts? Right, right. So let me draw the graphs. So the first graph, so what is the syllabus for tomorrow's exam? Real number and whatever we will finish in today's session. That's it. I think I will finish polynomial today. I'll finish. What is there in polynomial? Means just 10 minutes graphs. After that, sum of root, product of root, finished. It's a very small chapter. Okay, so what are we going to discuss now? I will draw a few graphs. You just have to tell how many roots or zeros it has. So if you see this graph, how many zeros are there? One, not two. 2 points are there, right? One, two. Very good. Very good. Root or zero means the number of points it intersects the x-axis, not y, only x. If you see that it is intersecting the x-axis at 1 point. So how many zeros? Very good. Next one. How many zeros? Two. If you see that 1 0 is positive, other zero is negative. Okay. So by seeing the graph, you should be able to comment also which is positive, which is negative. So this has 2 zeros. You can say this is alpha, this is beta. Alpha is negative, beta is positive. Yeah? Not always, only for this graph. Only for this graph. It's not that one has to be positive, one has to be negative. It can be anything. In this graph, you can see that this is negative, this is positive. Next graph. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3. So the number of points at which graph intersects the x-axis is the number of solution or zero. So here we have 3 zeros. You can name x1, x2 and x3. How many zeros? How many zeros? One, not two. Only one point of intersection with the x-axis. No zeros. Y equals to 3. Let's take an example. Y equals to 3. How many solution y equal to 3 will have? My question is, I'm repeating the question. Y equal to 3 will have how many solutions? One solution. The moment I twist the question, you guys go blank. Simple question I've asked. I'm repeating the question again. Y equal to 3 has how many solutions? I'm getting answer as infinite, 1, or some 1. Huh? One solution. Anyone for infinity? Anyone in the class? Anyone for zero solution? Y equal to 3. Again, I'm asking. How many solution it will have? Last 30 seconds. If you want to change your answer, I think most of you are telling 1. Anyone for zero solution? My question is very straightforward. What is the number of solution y equal to 3 will have? Y equal to 3 when you plot, it will get what? A straight line? So how many solution it will have? This is the only thing which needs to be developed. The moment you see a new question, most of you go blank. Whatever you guys know perfectly. Okay. So use common sense. Maths and physics is not only about formula. It's more about common sense. Don't think only with respect to formulas or definition. Just think with a free mind. And the question what I asked is a very basic question. You guys know how to plot y equal to constant and x equal to constant. You guys have learned that in ninth grade. So y equal to 3, if you plot, so y equal to 3 means constant. So it will be a line like this. Suppose this is 3. 1, 2, 3. So it will be a straight line. So this is y equal to 3. At how many points it is intersecting x-axis? So how many solutions? What is difficult in this? I didn't see any one of you plotting. Plot it and check. So no point of intersection. No point of intersection with x-axis. Hence, no solution or zero solution. Yes. Mm. It does have a solution. Here we are talking in terms of values of x. What you are telling that what value of y? Okay. Here, whatever equations we are discussing, we are finding the solution with respect to x. Okay. If you are getting confused, okay, instead of writing y, you write f of x equals to 3. Now is it clear? Instead of if you guys are thinking, I thought that your bag is kept. That's what. F of x equal to 3, is it clear now? Okay. So here the solution means you are finding with respect to point on x axis. Any doubt? Now take f of x or p of x mm, minus 4. How many solutions? So y axis is f of x. So minus 4 will be where? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will get what? A straight line. How many solutions? Zero solution. Any problem? All clear? It's equal to 2. X equal to 2 will have how many solutions? 1. And no solution. This will have no solution. But some of you told no solution. That's why I'm asking why it will have no solution. It will have one solution. Whenever you have doubt, plot and check. So x equal to 2. 1, 2. There will be a straight line. So this is the line x equal to 2. So this line is intersecting x axis at how many points? 1 point. So how many solutions? 1. One solution. All of you copy it quickly. Oh, yes, that's what we discussed yesterday. Copy it, copy. I didn't copy yesterday's notes. Polynomial, polynomial. Discuss the definition of polynomial. Where is the definition? I'm asking definition of the polynomial. Show your notes, Saket. Yesterday's note, polynomial. Where are these things written? Copy it after the class. Note should be complete. All of you, make sure that you're writing your notes. Life will be easy for you. If you just read my notes and the worksheet, what I will share, and NCRT. Notes, NCRT, and worksheet. Three things if you're doing regularly, you don't have to solve anything after that. But if you're really interested into that particular subject, then you can buy some books. For maths, you guys know which book, R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agarwal. Buy those books if you're very much interested. Otherwise, I will solve RSRD in the class also. If you're not bought, don't buy it. Everything will be discussed. And the worksheet, what I will share, in that you will find many questions taken from there. That is more than enough. But write your notes. If you miss the class because of any reason, the recordings are there in the group. Here we share all the things. You can keep those things in a folder for backup. Whenever you want to revise, you can go through them. Because if you search them on YouTube, you will not find it. Those videos are unlisted. So those videos are only for you. That is the reason I share the link in the group. If you search in the channel, you will not find. All of you are subscribed to the channel? Huh? Yes? Do subscribe. I'll share the link. Okay, next, write down the heading. So now see, you have understood how to find the zeros by using the graph. Uh, you know how to plot a straight line. Let's talk a bit about parabola. So when do we get a parabola? Quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial. So parabola you will get whenever you plot a quadratic polynomial or quadratic equation. So how do we write a standard quadratic polynomial? Correct. Good. So A is the coefficient of x square, B is the coefficient of x, and C is the constant. Now, just observe here. If you see this parabola, just observe this parabola. The face of the parabola is facing upwards or downwards? Upwards. If the face of the parabola is facing upwards, one thing you can tell for sure is that coefficient of x square will be positive. So A should be positive. So whenever a parabola is facing upwards, you can easily tell that the coefficient of x square should be positive. But what will happen if it is negative? Can you guys guess? Downward, facing downward. So this is the face opening. So if A is negative, so now you can see that the face is down. So this is called downward facing parabola because the coefficient of x square is negative. This is upward facing parabola because coefficient of x square is positive. Yeah. This is upward facing parabola. This is downward facing. So quadratic polynomial or equation will have how many roots? Two roots or zeros. So we say that sum of zeros is equal to minus, don't remember with minus b by a. That's the wrong method. Okay? So don't remember a by b, b by c. Suppose I write this as, all of you see here, pq square plus rx plus t. then you'll still use b by. Hmm. So remember like this, coefficient of x. Okay. I don't want you guys to remember by symbol. There's nothing wrong in that. It's perfectly correct. Okay. But what happens sometimes we start feeling that it should be always b and a. The coefficient ka notation can change. I can write here mx square plus nx plus p. Okay, it is possible. What you need to remember, minus of coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? B divided by coefficient of x square, which is a. Next, product of zeros. Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. Always remember like this. Okay. Basically, yes. According to this equation, this will be c by a. Yes, you need to remember. This should be on your fingertips. Written? No. How to write a quadratic equation if the sum of the roots and the product of roots is given to us? So if the roots are known, then the quadratic equation will be x square minus sx plus p equal to 0, where s is sum of roots and p is product of roots. Let's start solving the questions. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between zeros and its coefficients. So find the zero. How will you find the zero? Equate it to zero. Use middle term splitting. Minus 2 and minus 5. Okay. Once you know the zeros, first calculate the zeros. After that, check the relationship. So, what is the meaning of check the relationship? Find sum of zeros. Yes. and check whether sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Check it. We have to prove that they are equal. So let's solve it. X square plus 7x plus 10 equals to 0. So use middle term splitting. So 2x plus 5x plus 10 or the quadratic equation. Verify in the sense you first find sum of zeros and check whether sum of 0 is equal to minus b by a. Similarly for product of zeros. Some of you got the answer, very good. So what will be the roots? X equal to minus 5 and minus 2. Anyone having problem in finding the roots? Any student? So from here, what is sum of roots coming? Minus 5 minus 2, minus 7. If you check the product, minus 5 into minus 2, which is 10. Okay. So we need to verify whether sum of root is same as the expression what we have discussed, which is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x. The sum of roots is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So what is the coefficient of x? 7. So this becomes minus 7. Coefficient of x square. So is it satisfying? Yes, it is satisfying. Both are same. Now, what is product of roots? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So what is the constant term? 10. Coefficient is 1. Is it matching? Yes. So hence verified. Simple question, very straightforward. Do you have additional? If you've copied, any doubt? Next question. So just now we discussed x square minus sx plus p. That will be the polynomial. So let's solve this question. The question is find a quadratic polynomial whose roots are first root is 1 by 4 comma minus 1, means first part. These are the root, not first root. These are the two root. Second part root 2 and 1 by 3. Third part 0 comma root 5. So what are the things we need for equation? Sum of roots, product. Add them, you will get sum. Multiply them, you will get product. And then use x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. 0 comma root 5. Let's check for the first part. What is the sum? Okay, we'll check it. Sum is minus 3 by 4 and product will be minus 1 by 4. So the equation is x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. Substitute the value x square minus minus plus minus 1 by 4. Take LCM. So 4x square plus 3x minus 1. And the 4 in the denominator we will shift on the right side. So this will become 0. When you take the LCM, the 4 in the denominator, after taking the LCM, I will cross multiply on the right hand side. So that will become 0. LCM. Which one? So this time you can't solve much because it is irrational and rational, right? Can't do much in this. So sum will be root 2 plus 1 by 3. Product will be root 2 by 3. So what is the equation? X square minus root 2 plus 1 by 3x plus root 2 by 3 equals to 0. You can leave like this also. It's perfectly correct. Nothing wrong in this. If you want to simplify further, you can take LCM, but this is also correct. You can leave the answer like this. What is the sum of root in this case? Root 5. And what is the product? 0. So x square minus root 5x equals to 0. So what do you notice in this equation? If product is 0, all of you listen to me. Just this is an observation here. If the product is 0, there will be no constant term in the quadratic equation. Okay? If the product of the roots is 0, because what is product of 0? Constant by coefficient of x squared. So if product is 0, it means constant term should be 0. So whenever you see that constant term is missing in the quadratic equation, it means that product of the root should be 0. Now, if you see that this term is missing, it means that what is 0? Sum. Like, there is nothing to remember, just you can observe here. Any doubts? All clear? So let's do the next problem. The next question says if the product of the zeros, if the product of the zeros of ax square minus 6x minus 6 is 4, find a. All of you try this. Someone hang on. सरसों तेल है सरसों तेल है -3/2 how come minus or minus keep the pen. I was trying to write on this board with a normal pen 1 or 2 times and I thought that it's not working, the board is like what you guys told -3/2. So product of zeros constant by coefficient of x square. So what is a constant term? -6, not 6. Okay, because the standard equation has everything as positive. So when you compare, this minus is extra. So constant term is -6. Coefficient of x square is a. What is product given? 4. So rearrange the term. Take a here, 4 here. So -6/4, -3/2. Simple question for 1 marks. Easy chapter, right? Let's wait for 10-15 minutes. Next one. Next question is if one of the zeros of the polynomial, if one of the zero of polynomial, which is 6x square plus 37x minus k minus 2 is reciprocal of the other, find k. So this time roots are what? Reciprocal of each other. Okay, what happened? You got disconnected? Internet issues?
Oh, yes, sir. There's some internet issues on my.
You missed first 10 minutes of the class also. Make sure that you go through the recording and complete your
Yes,
notes.
sir. Sorry, sir.
So this time the roots are reciprocal of each other. So if one root is alpha, other root will be 1 by alpha. Okay. So remember one thing, whenever roots are reciprocal, listen to me carefully. Whenever roots are reciprocal of each other, what will be their product? Okay. What happened to you? Holy effect. I hope that you didn't have anything. It is not allowed. Okay. So whenever roots are reciprocal, what is the product? 1. This is the extra information which you already have. So don't go for sum, go for product. So product of root in this case will be how much? 1. So product will be constant by 6. So what will be the only unknown? K. You will get the answer within 2 steps. So make a note of this point that whenever product of reciprocal roots is given, it should be 1, because suppose if one root is alpha, other will be 1 by alpha. So alpha into 1 by alpha will be 1. So the first root is alpha, other root is 1 by alpha. So product is alpha into 1 by alpha, which is 1. Product is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So what is the constant term? Minus k minus 2 or plus? Minus k plus 2. Coefficient of x square is 6. Cross multiply. Minus k plus 2 equal to 6. So what is the value of k coming? Again, a straightforward question, nothing difficult in this. Any doubts? Let's solve one more question similar to this. So whenever roots are reciprocal, you will always go for which condition? Product. And you know the reason why. Because you have the extra condition. The moment you multiply them, you see that product will be 1. So don't go for sum. You can solve by using sum also, but sum mein kya hoga? When you add, you will get a quadratic equation. So calculation will be lengthy. So why do you want to go by a lengthier method? In this case, you can't solve by sum. It's not possible in this case. Why? Because when you do the sum, you will get, rather than getting k, you will get what? Alpha. Are you guys getting? So you will add them. So it will be minus b by a. So alpha plus 1 by alpha will be minus 37 by 6. So rather than finding k, you will end up finding alpha. So next question is similar to the previous one. I want all of you to find out the answer and correct answer. So if 1 0 of p of x equal to a square plus 9x square plus 13x plus 6a is reciprocal of other, find a. You know, क्यों? मेरा भी जस्ट बात हो रहा था, एक पेरेंट भी आ रहा है एडमिशन लेने के लिए रिप्लाई में। तो है ना, वो बोल रहे हैं कि वो 7:30 से 8 के बीच में आ पाएगा। मेरे को नहीं भी तो मछली पर कैंसिल करो, तो तुमको बात करना पड़ेगा 10 मिनट कुछ नहीं देखा और क्या। तो या तो उनको रिक्रूटर से मिलना है, 10 मिनट क्लास वो कर लेता, बीच में क्वेश्चन दे देना, या तो मछली का प्लान कैंसिल कर। मैं तो जो मेरा क्लास था उसको मैं कैंसिल करके 8 बजे करवाया, 7:30 से। ताकि फटाफट मशीन लगेगा। एक काम करते हैं ना, बोल देते साथ साथ करते हैं। तुमको ही बात करना होगा, मेरे को एग्जैक्ट डॉट पे भागना होगा। 8 बजे से क्लास चालू है जा रहा है, सब मेरा आधा घंटा ओवरलैप भी हो रहा है मेरा उसके साथ। ठीक है चल तो। हाँ मुझे पता ही नहीं था। मैं तुम्हें बताया था ना 7:30 निकलूंगा इसलिए वो लगा था कैंसिल हो गया। वही ना, क्लास कैंसिल किया मैंने। पोस्टपोन किया उसका। क्या फिर सोल्यूशन क्या है? वो जो आएगा, इससे एक अच्छे क्वेश्चन का लिस्ट बना लो जो पढ़ा रहे हो टॉपिक का। ठीक है, बच्चे लोग को उस टाइम दे देना, आके 10 मिनट, ज्यादा बात मत, ज्यादा मत खींच, 10 मिनट बहुत सिंपल बात करना, 5-6 मिनट बोलना, आई हैव अ क्लास। कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बोल लो तुम बोल। लेट हार्ड लेट बस मुझे इनसे तो ये बेसिक्स समझा देंगे ना फिर हमें। तुम बोलो तुमसे ही मिलना, नहीं तो ये तो सुना ही नहीं। इससे मिलने बात क्या वो तुमसे बात करना, उसको बोलना रहते हैं कि सामने 5 मिनट मुझे मिलता है। मैं अभी तो मैं रुक नहीं पाऊंगी, तो घर पहुंचने में आधा घंटा लगेगा। तुमसे पहले करिए फिर निकल जाओ, हाँ देख लेंगे, ठीक है। डन। नो। थ्री is coming, three. Any other value? What happened? Why you guys are turning back? Didn't get the answer. Any value? No value is coming. Three. Anyone else who got three? Three. Two answers are three. Three. I'm not told the three is correct. I'm just taking the inputs from all of. Any other value? None. No. Three. You are getting three. I didn't understand. Means he said so. Acha, you didn't solve. ठीक. So let's check it. Anyone else who got three? Natik, Neha, Kayur.
Yes,
This
sir, I
answer
got
you
three.
guys got three. Three is the right answer. Why many of you got stuck in this? It's similar to the previous one, right? Is it different? It's exactly same. The only difference is unknown was here in the previous question. Here the unknown is here. Basically, both have unknowns here. If you see, A is here, A is here. That's the only difference. So alpha and 1 by alpha. So product will be 1. So what is product? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. You can solve this by hit and trial also. 6 3s are 18, 9 plus 9 18. A is 3. Yes. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 9 18. 6 3s are 18. 18 by 18 is 1. Okay. So these kind of questions, when comes as MCQ, you need to learn this art to solve through options also. But you have to first trust yourself that your equation is correct. If your equation is wrong itself and you're putting the option, you'll not get the answer. So if the same question comes as a MCQ, you just put the option, you'll get the answer within 2 seconds. If it is not a MCQ, cross multiply. So 6a equal to a square plus 9. So this will be what? A square minus 6a plus 9. You can factorize it by middle term splitting. Forget middle term splitting. It is a minus 3 ka whole square. Can you guys see it? A square plus 3 square minus 2 into 3a. This is a minus 3 ka whole square. You can use middle term splitting also. You'll get the same answer. So what is a? Where you guys got stuck? Which part? Equation? Cross multiplication? Check. All clear now? Any doubts? Now let's solve some easy questions. We solved all difficult questions. Let's solve some easy questions now. So the first question, if alpha and beta are the zeros of p of x equal to x square minus px plus q, then find first alpha square beta plus alpha beta square, second 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, third part alpha square plus beta square. So we have three parts. Let's solve them. First of all, find alpha plus beta and alpha beta from here. So what will be sum of roots? What will be sum of roots? P. Any doubt? I directly wrote. Anyone having doubt? Why alpha plus beta is P? Anyone in the class? Product of root is how much? Q. This is given. So alpha plus beta minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So minus of minus p plus p by 1. And constant by coefficient of x square q by 1. Now here what can we take common in these two things? What can we take common? Alpha beta. Alpha beta. If you take alpha beta common, what will be left in the first expression? Alpha, and in the next one, beta. You have this also, you have this also. Substitute. So Q into P. Answer is PQ. Clear? Someone is at You guys solve the next two parts. Good evening, sir. Good evening. It's okay, it's okay. Yes. Suraj, आप उधर बैठ जाओ. For the second part, what we will do? LCM. So alpha beta. So here it will be beta plus alpha. What is sum of roots? P. Product P by Q. Any doubt in the second part? Last part. So what should be the answer? P square minus Q. Yeah, very good. You have solved it. So what we will use here? A plus B whole square is what? A square plus B square plus 2AB. In this whole thing, what do you want? This term. What will you do? You will shift this term on the other side. So alpha square plus beta square will be alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. So what is this? P square minus 2 times of. You give the next problem. All of you have copied? No? Anyone writing? Okay, copy, copy. The next problem. If alpha and beta are the zeros of P of x equal to 2x square plus 5x plus k, satisfying alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta equal to 21 by 4, then find k. Find k. So if you remember, just now we learned, right, how to find alpha square plus beta square, correct, in the previous question. To find alpha square plus beta square, then substitute here. Because equation is given. So from here you can find alpha plus beta, sum of roots. From here you can find product of roots also, which is alpha into beta. Okay. Alpha into beta you will get from here, which is constant by coefficient of x square. Put here. Alpha square plus beta square is calculated like this. Calculate, substitute, get the answer. All of you give it a try. I don't want any one of you to think about my answer will be right or wrong. You just try whatever you have learned. If you're trying, it is more than enough. You got alpha plus beta, na? Now calculate alpha square plus beta square by using this thing. Which right hand side? Yeah. K the value is 2. A value is 2. Students who are stuck can see on the board. I'm solving. So sum of roots minus coefficient of x. So what is coefficient of x? 5. So minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Product of root constant by coefficient of x square. All clear? Now we need to calculate this thing because alpha beta we already have. So what is alpha square plus beta square? This is the thing. Correct? That's what we discussed. You can see here. Substitute alpha plus beta whole square. 25 by 4 minus 2 and 2 gets cancelled. K. 2 into k by 2. So k. Now everything will be put here. So 25 by 4 minus k plus alpha beta is k by 2, which is 21 by 4. So minus k plus k by 2 is how much? Yes, students, minus k plus k by 2. Minus k by 2. Shift this term. So minus k by 2 equal to 21 by 4 minus 25 by 4 minus 4 by 4 minus 1. Minus minus cancel. Case 2. Hmm. What have you done here? That's what I'm asking. What is this? Hmm. Hmm. Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. How come this is 25 by 4? अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है. It's basically same thing only. It's basic. It's the same thing only. The only thing is that you have found alpha square plus beta square directly. ठीक है. Yes. All clear? No doubts? Alpha and beta are zeros of f of x equals to x square minus x minus 2. Find a polynomial whose zeros are 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus Don't start thinking it's a new question. You go by the same method, find the sum of root first, then find the product. For finding the sum and product, you need to first find out what is alpha plus beta and what is alpha beta. So how will you calculate that? By using this equation, sum of roots and product. This and this. These two are your roots, right? Add them. X square minus 4x minus 4. Noted. We'll check. Why are you find? No need to find the roots. You can directly find. They are not asking alpha and beta separately. Why do you waste your time in finding that? You need sum of roots. Directly do minus b by product of roots. You got this thing? Okay, directly you can find by using the property. Now, what is your roots? 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. Add them. In that, you will get alpha plus beta, which you already have. You got alpha plus beta, alpha beta. Why are you factorizing? Why are you factorizing? Without factorizing, they are not asking alpha and beta. You need alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta that you can directly find, na? Getting it? Alpha plus beta and alpha beta we can directly find by using the coefficient wala thing. Yes, you got the answer, Indranil. Anyone else who got? No, stuck. You solve on board. No? Okay, go and solve on board. Yeah, all from that side. You want to erase it, you can erase from your hand only. If you guys are stuck, he's solving, you can see on the board. So you are also solving the equation. You got alpha plus beta, correct? Where is alpha beta? Now you need to find a polynomial whose roots are this and this. Add them first. Add these two. When you add them, you will get what? 2 times of alpha plus beta plus 2. Alpha plus beta is plus 1, no? Okay, okay, solve. Take 2 common. 2 times of alpha plus beta. 2 alpha and 2 beta you have, no? You can take 2 common. So 2 times of alpha plus beta plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 will be outside the bracket. Okay. Okay. Now what is alpha plus beta? You already have. Substitute. What is sum of roots? 4. Got it? Now for product, multiply both. It's a simple question. I don't know why most of you are stuck. It's not difficult. Just keep on writing. Find sum of roots. Find, just multiply them. What is given? Just add them. The moment you multiply or add them, you will see the expression will have alpha, beta, and alpha plus beta, which you already have calculated. Bring the answer now. If you got the answer, you can check. You got? Are you done? The same thing. The only thing you factorized. Correct. But there was no need to factorize. What is correct? Correct. Correct. Mhm. Fingers should not touch the board. Yes, you have to hold. Put your fingers on the board and move it up. Remember, it's x square plus 4x minus 5. Why do you take 2 common? It is 2 alpha. You have taken 2 common and then multiply. That's why your multiplication is wrong. 2 alpha plus 1 into 2 beta plus 1. It will be 4 alpha beta plus 2 times of alpha plus 2 times of beta plus 2. You see that? Your multiplication is wrong. Do the multiplication properly. And then why you have written so much on board? In notebooks, I see only 6 steps. You see his notebook, see, and within these many steps he has solved. It's, I think, almost 1/4 page. There, though, you took. Oh, good, good. That's what happened when we come on the board. So, how much you got? X square minus 4x minus 4. How much you got? 5. Minus 5. Check. So, let's check. Anyone else who got you got the answer finally? No, you got minus 4. Minus 5. Minus 4. Check. So, let's check. Who got minus 5? You got minus 5, minus 1. Like x square minus 4x minus 5. That's what you guys are telling? We'll check it. Huh? Because obviously, I was just seeing that why you're writing so much. Okay, chalo, all of you see it. So, two ways are there. Basically, indirectly, both are same. First method is that you solve it, find alpha and beta. Okay, that's what you were also doing, correct? The first method is that you solve this by using middle term splitting or factorization. You calculate the roots. One root will be alpha, other root will be beta. Once you have alpha and beta, you can substitute here. So you will get first root and second root, and then you can use what? X square minus sx plus p. The second method that you find alpha plus beta from here and alpha beta. So you want polynomial whose roots are this. Add them, you will get the sum of roots. You multiply them, you will get the product form. Question is sorted. Okay, so this is not a difficult question, but I saw most of you struggling. So okay, we'll check whether it is minus 5. So what is alpha plus beta from this equation? Check. Plus 1. What is alpha into beta? Anyone in the class who is having problem in writing this? Now, 2 alpha plus 1, 2 beta plus 1. So sum of roots 2 alpha plus 1 plus 2 beta plus 1. Add them. So when you add them, it will be 2 times of alpha plus beta plus 2. Correct? What is alpha plus beta? Just tell me quickly. 1. So what is the sum of roots? 4. Product. Multiply them. 2 alpha into 2 beta, 4 alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 1. So what is alpha beta? Minus. So minus 8. You can take 2 common. So alpha plus beta is 1. So minus 5. So x square minus sx, x square minus sx plus p. How many steps? Count the steps. You were writing, writing, writing. That's why I was thinking, why you are writing so much? Ask them to, you can pick up the call. No? Yeah, write out. You don't need. Okay. So this question should not take again more than a minute, but you will solve it within a minute if your speed is good. Okay? Because just see what is difficult in this. But I was seeing that some of you are struggling in multiplication. Multiplication is one step ka process. Okay? Do not complicate the things by overthinking that a new question is here. First of all, you need to think whatever is given on the board, I can solve everything. Never think that you can't. Write on the paper, and most of the question you will be able to solve if you're focusing in the class. You can. So we'll keep this session till here. We'll meet tomorrow. Maths, rest, real numbers, and polynomials. 6 o'clock. I'm repeating again, whoever has joined the class late, Thursday, every alternate Thursday, you will have exam. I'm repeating again, make a note. Every alternating Thursday, you will have exam, and Saturday will be not Saturday, Sunday will be physics class, and I will be taking the physics. Maths and physics, I will handle both. So Sunday, 12:30 to 2, you have physics. In the group, if you check the picture, group icon, the new timetable is updated. Okay. Chalo, bye guys. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye.